Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am AttiDude back on another video, and in today's video we're gonna be learning about working with files in C Sharp, because most of the time while saving data of any application or game, we usually use filing system to save our files at a particular location in a particular encoding format, and even the text that has to appear in that file. So we're gonna learn all about that in this video. If you haven't liked, share, subscribe my channel yet, do it now. I'll provide more content like this. So without any further ado, let's jump right into this. Learning file system in C Sharp. So this is a whole blank class. I'm gonna just take out the console.writeLine, and this is pure blank. There's nothing. It's just 20 lines. We've just console.readLine. What I'm gonna do is to create a new file. How do we do that? All the utilities of creating, writing, reading, all of that. All the utilities of even directories are provided in a class called file, and we won't able to access that right away. You need to press Alt A while this IntelliSense drop down appears. Just press Alt A. Oh, I missed that. And there you go. Once you have this background blue, that means it is activated, and what it does is that it imports items from unimported namespace. So if we just double click on this, there you go, it automatically adds the namespace, which in our case is system.io. We can add file dot, we have append all lines, append all text, append text, copy, create text. You can use copy, decrypt, delete. Decrypt is gonna be really amazing because it just decrypts, encrypts, exists. It's just to write if a path on that file. If your file exists on that path, you can even use move, open, read. Well, I'm gonna do that, but first let's create a string. I'm gonna name this fun text equals to subscribe my channel. Okay, so it is like this, and for example, this is the text that we need to create a new file and save that into. Then what we can do is write file dot write all text, and then in here we first need to pass in the path. That path is gonna be where the file is gonna be stored. So you can just go ahead and create a new path equals to @C users, and basically I'm just saving that to the desktop. This is the path, and if you don't write at the top, in the front, then you will have to write something like this. you'll have to write this everywhere you do that. So it's better to do that at the rate. And we can use path. We can even pass in fun text. Okay, let's run this program. And we want to be able to see anything, literally nothing. It gives us an error. Don't worry about that, but the file hasn't saved yet. I think that happens because of this. Let's run it again. It says the access to that path is denied. It's okay. We're not gonna use that path again. So maybe I just wanna save. Oh, you forgot one thing. You need to write you even need to write the file extension also. Don't forget that. I have forgotten that, but don't forget that. It's too important. Let's run it again. We didn't see any errors. Let's go to desktop. There you go. Subscribe my channel. Just add in this exclamation mark, and we can even read the text. File.read all text, and the path is gonna be our path. We're gonna store that into our string. I'm gonna name this maybe target file, and then write the contents of the target file. Let's run. You see, subscribe my channel. Anyways, let's go right here and say it's subscribe my channel. By the way, I'm increasing the font size and even subscribe my channel. So this is all set. Okay, but some people even think that, hey, AttiDude, where is this filing system used for? Wait, I'm gonna explain you all about that. For example, if we just don't have a fun.txt, instead we have game data.json, and we don't have this, but it has some JSON string like this. I won't be able to store literally any JSON. I'm just gonna store this brackets because Unity or C# doesn't allow quotes inside of quotes, so there's just a bit of error, but we can even solve that. We can write char. I'm gonna write double quotes equals to this. So we can write something like this, like we have the double quotes, then we have our main data, like we have let's say we have the notification. Then again we have double quotes. Again, its value. So for that, I'm gonna do something like this, and then add in the value like, please subscribe my channel. Do that because I need more subscribers. Just hit the subscribe button. We even need to add in a curly bracket at the end. And now if we see, I'm not gonna name this fun text. I'm gonna name this JSON data. Even write JSON data. Okay, let's just hit play. We can write notification, please subscribe my channel. It is all JSON. If you don't understand this, leave it. It's gonna be a topic of a later video in which I'll make you understand about JSON. I'll explain you about JSON, what it is, where it is used, how to convert the main C# data to JSON data, how it all works, and a whole lot of different stuff. For now, if you don't know, just leave it. If we see, we have a game data.json. I'm gonna open that up with Notepad++. This is my personal favorite software for JSON. You can write notification, please subscribe my channel. It's the same. So this is just like a small demo, and when you're like saving game data, it initially works like this. You have the JSON data which you have to write in a file. So I'm just gonna delete these two files just for now. And we also how it works. So let's just try something more. Like we have file dot read all bytes. Where it is? Yes, we have read all bytes. Like when we have a binary file, it just kinda reads bytes, not string, because we know binary has bytes, not string. It has zeros and ones, and all of them make certain pattern. I think we can even write bytes. Yes, there we go. We can write bytes. Even we have async for most of the files. We can check for exist. Like if I want to check for some file, I'm just gonna go to where is show in Explorer. Where is it? Okay, leave it. I'm just gonna do that myself. This is the directory. So I go grab that. We need string. And then add in @ in the front, and add in one more slash right to program.cs. Initially with just checking that the file that we are currently working on, which is program.cs, exists. I know it's gonna return it true, but we currently don't have any output because we haven't printed its output. So we just write console.writeLine, and this. So there we go, we have true. But if we were to write some other file name, like, I'm just gonna copy the name. I'm just gonna add in one more dash right here. There you go, it says false, it does not exist. It says stop asking about the file which does not exist. It's like that. There's one more feature which you can use for directories. Like you have create directory, get current directory, exists, get files, create directory, delete, enumerate files, exists, get creation time UTC, get current directories, get directories, get directory root, get files. It's like a string array. Get file system entries. What you're gonna do is use this, and then we can write paste in of this, but our directory don't worry about these errors, like this, no, like this. Let's run. It's gonna return us an array. We can store that into a var. For simplicity, we're gonna use string array, like files equals to this whole thing, and then we can simply run a loop for each string file in files, and then we can just write console.writeLine file. Okay, we got two files. It's just gonna return us files, not the directories that we have here. Let's try for something more. Okay, adding an obj. Gabum, we got a bunch of different file names with their paths. If we want, we can delete them. What I'm gonna do is just to copy and paste the whole folder and just write obj, no, obj temp I'm gonna copy the name Let's get a bunch of different errors. I don't know why we got that. May happen because we have these objects. I'm gonna write test. Copy that. Even write test. If we just delete the directory, it would work, because I think because of some Visual Studio errors or something like that, we're getting a bunch of different errors. I'm just gonna create a new folder called the test. In that, create a new notepad file. I'm gonna name this hello.txt, and then just duplicate that and simply written something like subscribe, Control V, like, and I'm gonna write this comment. So we now have a bunch of different files. What you're gonna do is to register this directory right here. Right here. Let's see. Gapum. We got a bunch of different files. We can just write deleting file. I'm just gonna make a backup of this folder. Okay, so we now have this set. What we can do is to write file dot delete, and the file that we specify would be file. It says deleting file, and we can just write console.writeLine deleting files 6, or we can write files were deleted from. Actually, what you can do is to make a string like path equals to this whole thing, so that it's more convenient for us to read and write. We can simply pass in path, and even here so we already have no files in here. I'm gonna copy them, paste that here. You see, they're all there. When we hit play, deleting file. Files were deleted from this, blah blah blah. They were actually successfully deleted from the path. So this was kind of a simple program that we made for creating and deleting directories. You can even do more complex, but remember, don't mess around in your real project, because it's gonna end up, you can end up messing around with your real project, which you're working for a whole lot of time. 1 month, 2 months, or even 1 year. You're gonna mess around with that. So make sure you keep these things in mind. If you still have any doubts regarding this, you can ask freely down in the comments below. I'll be really glad to help you answer your question. And that's it for today, guys. We'll meet in a later video explaining about some other topic related to C#. And that's basically it. Keep practicing and make sure to ask any doubt if you have any down in the comments below. You can even give suggestions on what videos do I make, on what topics do I make videos on. So that's it. I am AttiDude signing out.